Okay, this is an unboxing for Horror Block. If you've heard of Nerd Block or Arcade Block, it's the same thing by the same people. It's similar to Loot Crate. You subscribe each month and you get different items, horror themed, or in the case of Arcade Block, video game themed. And it's not a lucky dip. They're not random for each person. They select a certain selection out each month and everybody gets the same thing. You don't know what you're getting until it comes out. So sometimes some months are better than others. However, now they do have an option so that you can pause your subscription for 1 month or 3 months or forever, and then it won't keep renewing until you manually restart your subscription. And you can do it from your account settings. Now, I will warn you that this video might not be the best, maybe a little bit shaky and wobbly, because I am using a tripod, but it's broken. It keeps tilting all the way down to the floor if I don't hold it, and it's, as you can see, it's quite wobbly. So I'll try to do this pretty much one-handed, unfortunately. Hopefully I can find a solution before I do any more. So yes, before anybody comments, I am on a tripod, but I may as well not be. Okay, so this has got a wobble a sec. Okay, it costs $20, and I don't know what the shipping is in Canada or the US, but in the UK, with international shipping, it costs £21. That is it with shipping. It's about £21.50. In the US and Canada, it's $20, but then there is shipping, I think, on top of that, and I'm not sure what it is. You get, as you can see, right off the bat at the top, there is Rue Morgue, which would normally be at the bottom, but I've opened this before. Rue Morgue is a horror magazine about horror films and horror books, etc. And it is really good. It's like Fangoria, if you've heard of that, but Fangoria was around first. However, I've read both, and I prefer Rue Morgue. When I read Rue Morgue, I can't put it down. I just love to read it from start to finish. I can hardly put it down. It's a really good read, whereas I didn't really find that with Fangoria, even though Fangoria is okay, it's alright. There's nothing wrong with Fangoria, but I prefer Rue Morgue, and you might find the same. So let's just move that. Now, Rue Morgue magazine, you'll pretty much get every single time. The rest of the items are going to be very, very different. This time we have Friday the 13th item, we have Jason Voorhees, and this is an exclusive. It's not a Funko Pop vinyl, it's not a Titan vinyl, it is a kind of a plushie, it's kind of squishy, cuddly, whatever you want to call it. Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th, and he is, according to the label, he is an exclusive to Horror Block. Here he is. I'm not sure how well this is focused because I'm doing this one-handed, trying to manual focus. There he is. Kind of neat, kind of cute. Put him to one side for a minute. There is a t-shirt. Now I will mention that as far as I'm aware from what I've seen, every single month you will get Rue Morgue and you will get at least one t-shirt. Sometimes you will actually get 2 t-shirts, but you should always at least get the magazine and a t-shirt, which helps, you know that if you want a t-shirt, horror themed t-shirt, and you like Rue Morgue magazine, you at least go have those couple items that you like. This time we have something a bit different, and hopefully it'll focus okay. It's just a blank notebook. It's a blank notebook, but it is themed like the cover of the Necronomicon in the Evil Dead movies. If you've seen Evil Dead with Bruce Campbell, you'll know what this is themed like. This is nothing much, quite cheap, quite simple, but it's it is what it is, basically. It's okay. Then we have, and I haven't tried this yet, so I don't know if this is region free or not, or if they've selected the right one for the region you're ordering from, because I'm in the UK. I hope this isn't locked to the US region. I hope they've at least included a region free one, or they've put the right copy in for your region. But this is Rise of the Zombies on Blu-ray, starring Danny Trejo. And it is Blu-ray, not DVD. Now, before we get to the t-shirt, you can see there's 2 twin girls here. Come play with us, it says. And they are the twin girls from the old Shining movie, The Shining, the Stephen King movie. with Jack Nicholson in it. These are the ghost twin girls, and it's signed by the actresses. This is an authentic autograph, and it comes with an authenticity certificate there as well. This is not something you get every time. You will not always get autographs or signatures. This is what's in this month. This time, you do actually get an autograph, which is kind of cool. I would prefer perhaps someone else like Beetlejuice, since there's a Beetlejuice t-shirt, but Michael Keaton. But it's still neat to get a real authentic autograph of any kind. Kind of cool. Now, unfortunately, we're doing this one-handed with a broken tripod. It's very, very awkward to show this t-shirt to you. But this is the t-shirt. It says, "Say My Name." And the reason that is, this is a t-shirt of the movie Beetlejuice, and he's this demon or ghost. And it's kind of like the Bloody Mary legend. You say Bloody Mary 3 times, she's meant to appear. It's the same thing in Beetlejuice. You meant to say Beetlejuice 3 times, and that summons him, and he appears. Hence, "Say My Name." It has his crazy face on it with crazy sandworm creatures that you'll know what they are if you've seen the movie. It's a nice looking t-shirt, at least if you like horror, which presumably you do if you're subscribing to this. And if you like Beetlejuice, you're going to love this t-shirt. In a box I had once before, I think it was a February or March box, it had a t-shirt of the Bride of Frankenstein, and it said "Together Forever." And it was kind of a cartoony sort of Bride of Frankenstein. It's quite nice. I quite like it. And I like this t-shirt as well. And also it makes a change that this t-shirt is not black like most are, or even white. It is a kind of a military green, I guess you call it. It's quite a dark green. If you're wondering about sizing, you select that when you subscribe, and you can also change it later on if you make a mistake in your control panel when you log in. You can select things like small, medium, and large, and there's no extra cost until you get to even bigger sizes. If you select like 2 by extra large, there's about $1.50, I think, extra charge. But the point is, you can select your size at any time during order or even afterwards. Just if you select a size which doesn't cost more, then later on in your preferences, you upgrade to a bigger size. You realize you need a slightly larger size. That will put the cost up a bit. So yeah, don't worry if one of the things you like about this box is getting the t-shirt, and you're afraid it's kind of like a lucky dip, and they always put in medium or they always put large in. Don't. You can select the size you want, and there is quite a good choice of different shirt sizes. So to recap, what do we get in this box? We got a Beetlejuice t-shirt, quite nice, and you can select your size. A notebook done to look like the Necronomicon. It looks very, very cheap, like it only costs about 50 cents or 50 pence in the UK, whatever your currency is. It looks fairly cheap and quick made. It doesn't look like a quality item, so I barely count that as an item, to be honest. It's so cheap, that one. A bit disappointing that they included that and maybe not something a little better. But then you've got the nice t-shirt. Then you'll always get a t-shirt, as far as I know, every month. You have Rue Morgue magazine, which is quite a lot. I think he's something like $10 himself. Let me just check the retail price. Yes, Rue Morgue magazine, if you bought it separately, the retail price is $9.95, so it's $10 item on its own. The retail price is about $10 Rue Morgue. So you get in that, you get a t-shirt, and what is this t-shirt worth? I don't know what this specific one is worth. Plus, I'm not even sure if this is a exclusive design to Nerd Block. I don't think it is. It doesn't say anywhere obvious, I don't think. But so I'm not really sure how to price this shirt, but let's say it's going to be a minimum of $10. Shirts, they're branded with some kind of a logo or theme, are normally quite expensive. So let's say that this is a $10 shirt, $10 magazine. We then have that Necronomicon booklet. I'm going to call him 50 pence or $1, whatever you want to call it. It's not much. Then you have a signed autograph of the twin girls from the movie The Shining with Jack Nicholson. And unfortunately, I don't buy autographs. I never buy autographs. In fact, this is probably the first autograph I've ever owned. So I have no idea whatsoever that would be worth. How much would that be worth? You might know. I don't know myself, so I can't really price it, unfortunately. Then you have the Blu-ray. Let's call that $5. It might be worth less, might be worth more. Let's call that $5. So you're looking at a minimum of $25 worth of gear so far. Then you have Necronomicon, so that's say $26 minimum. Then you have that sort of plushy, squishy Jason. What's he? A minimum of $5. So you're looking at $30 worth of gear there. Then you have the signed autograph, and that could be worth anything from hardly anything to an absolute fortune. So I don't know. But so even if we don't count the autograph, which we really do have to, it's a nice item. This is actually a very minimum of a $30 value for $20. And like I say, I think some of these items I'm counting as like $10, $5 are probably worth more, like the T-shirt, because the magazine is definitely $10. So the T-shirt is probably what I'm counting as $10, but it could be $15, it could be $20. So you'd get a very minimum of $30 worth of items here. And yes, some months are going to be better than others. Some months you might have a box full of stuff you like Beetlejuice, Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th, Necronomicon items, things you really like. The next month they might be full of items of shows and movies that you don't really care for and might be a bit disappointing, but that unfortunately they can't cater just to one person's taste. So that box you don't like, maybe other people would. So it's quite hard, but I think most months, if you like the magazine and you like a horror T-shirt, even if you don't like the other items, if you get a disappointing month, you're at least going to get a decent shirt and a magazine. So it is worth it for £21 in the UK with international postage, or in the US and Canada, $20, and then whatever the postage is there. You can now on your, if you log into their website, you can now change the shirt sizes, and you can also delay, basically put your subscription on a vacation for a month or 3 months, or you can cancel it indefinitely until you're ready to pick it up whenever you want in the future. You can now do that from your login. So I do recommend Horrorblock. If you're a horror fan, you really must check it out. Plus, if you're a brand new subscriber to any of their blocks, you will get a welcome block, which doesn't really include horror items. It includes nerd block items, and it's not the same value as a block you purchase, such as the actual nerd block, but it does at least the one I've got, and I have put a review and unboxing up for that as well. That one at least came with a nice Doctor Who vinyl figure, 4.5 inch, which is going to be worth at least $10, and then a few other little trinkets. So I really recommend you at least get Horrorblock if you're a horror fan for 1 month and see how you go. I believe you have, for new subscribers for that month to get that block, you have up to the 25th of the month to order it to get that particular month's block. Then each block afterwards, the payment is taken on the 10th of each month unless you cancel. So I hope this has been an interesting unboxing and basic review. I hope it's been helpful. And if you could like and share this video, it will help me out a lot. And also if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, that will help as well. Thanks for watching.